Just taking a few notes here. The interest in the black holes just has me looking. I was having a little chit chat with Meta AI and got this formula, and here you can see where the formula has changed over time. This was the original formula. And then this was the reference to something more up to date. And when I first found it, this is the one that I had found. So it has gravitated over time. I'm curious to see just how recent events is going to change it again, because I can see this changing once more. I do believe there's a whole lot more to the equation because of K and because of H. Certainly A could play a part. There could be more calculation included here as well, but I do definitely believe there's more calculation with K and H bar, I guess they call it H bar, which means 4 is divided by 2 pi times the gravitational constant. So it's interesting. I can see. I've been going through the equation to relate my own situation is what I've been doing. So to see such a change over time, and it seems a lot of it is in this first section where you're dealing directly with your understanding of the heat energy, the temperature, and then the speed of light. It's the full interaction. It's the movement essentially is what this is. So it's that, and the Planck constant being it defines the quantum nature. So it's trying to understand the overall, whether it be a system that seems to be happening, a balance of some sort. There's usually some type of pattern that essentially would be following that to decide its energy. So it's your chaos divided by your balance sort of thing, to figure out exactly what the definition, I guess, in a sense of the black hole would be. So S is, how did I write it down? The entropy of the black hole, and that's kind of your overall breakdown. So it's anyway. This is kind of neat stuff. I'm learning more and more about physics and trying to understand as best I can, to have a full perspective when I listen to some of these podcasts, because there's a lot of information. There's been a lot of change. This affects so much in the world. It's unreal how much it affects, and there's some things that I'm watching that it seems as if they're starting to discover that being an observer, the study itself could be creating some changes. But I'm sure it's more like an addiction for them at this point. Imagine it stopping. I was watching I guess, I don't know if it was a podcast or if it was more of a, anyway, learning that even in the government, they've been trying to understand more on black holes and so on. Wormholes is a big one that they've been trying to look into. I'd like to find out a little bit more about that as well, the way that they're starting to try and see some aspects of what's going on where wormholes are concerned. But I don't know. I need to find out the truths, to what degree the truths, and without some proofs, it's hard to believe some things to be truth. And that's the worst part with physics. A lot of it comes from different theories, and it's all looking at the same thing from different perspectives, and some scientists will argue some points. So it's still it's ever changing. It's ever changing, especially because we've got so much happening in the world, and the more that we add to what exists, the more that will exist, and so on, so on, so on. So it all plays a part in the energies that are existing, and the creation of these black holes and all of that.